The presents have been unwrapped, the lights have been pulled down, and another year has come and gone. But as you rifle through your holiday haul, you should take a second look at some gifts you've given.
Uh-oh, this is a fake one.
That might not be as innocent as it first appears.
I did what I usually do when I get a gift card. Rip it off and look at the back. But the back looked really different to me.
While the spirit of the season fades away, households across the world are only now realizing the ways they've been targeted and tricked.
I almost got scammed again.
I just got scammed. It's a pretty good scam, I'm not gonna lie.
Ah, yes, 'tis the season for scammers.
As purchases, fraudulent phone calls, and even donations leave families with major losses.
A way to lose $16,000 within 1 month.
And grappling with one question: where did their money go?
The ingenuity of the criminal mind never ceases to amaze me. I mean, what will they come up with next, right?
Before we get into the story, today's video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Join the millions of mobile users around the world as they assemble armies, strategize for battle, and embark on new challenges, all to save the world of Teleria in the innovative fantasy role-playing game available for free on all iOS and Android devices. With Raid, users collect their own personalized team of champions to go head-to-head with real players. And this Valentine's season, why not add one of Raid's power couples to the mix? Here at Spill, we would like to present you with our top 3 favorite St. Valentine's themed heroes that prove love really is a battlefield. At number 3, we have Xavia, who unlocks the debuff spread ability when teamed with her one true love, Bellinor. At number 2, we have Rhodos, who receives 15% less damage from bosses when Paramore Sifi is by his side. And taking that coveted number 1 slot, we have Coronar, who gains a supercharge in his skills when paired with the beauty to his beast, Minerva. Raid has amazing Valentine's offerings for players, including Valentine's Day activities, Valentine's-themed champions, the 7th season of Forge Pass, and special opportunities for players to earn anniversary points as part of Raid's 3-month-long 4th anniversary Titan event. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you're also entitled to exclusive rewards on Raid, including access to Void Champion Genbo the Dishonored. But act fast, this offer is only available until March 2nd. And that's not all Raid has in store for players this month. Simply log into Raid for 7 days before February 20th, and you'll be able to harness the abilities of your very own MMA and pro wrestling powerhouse champion inspired by Ronda Rousey. It's that easy. In fact, to celebrate Ronda's arrival to the virtual world of Teleria, we invite both new and old players to use our promo code RAIDRONDA to access helpful items for leveling her up. And as a special gift to new players, click the link in the description or scan our QR code on the screen within the next 30 days to get $30 worth of unique bonuses such as a free epic champion, Hanaru, 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 epic skill tome. These will be waiting for you here. And once you're in-game, come find me under the name Spill Tea, and if you're fast enough, you can join my clan. Now back to the story. The holidays, a time when the task of stuffing a stocking, buying that hard-to-please relative the perfect something, or grabbing a last-minute present just as everything sells out can overtake reason. And, as it turns out, caution. See, a certain festive favorite amongst gift givers of the world might not have provided recipients with the expected cheer this December. And if you're curious what 2022's lump of coal was, check your wallet. You might just find 1 or 2 yourself. The good news? You wouldn't be alone. The National Retail Federation predicted Americans would spend a collective $28.6 billion on gift cards this holiday season, estimating shoppers purchase an average of 3 to 4 gift cards to stick in cards, add to stockings, and place under trees. But as buyers continue to add gift cards to their carts, warnings across the internet signal dangers ahead.
Guys, I want you to pay particular attention, especially while holiday shopping, to be very careful with gift cards.
Back in October, Canadian TikToker and former police officer Nichelle Loss posted a now viral video about her experience attempting to buy a $50 winner's gift card. Or at least, what she thought was a winner's gift card before reaching checkout.
When we scanned it, the cashier happened to look and notice that it actually wasn't the winner's card. It was actually a gas card. It was hooked up to an Esso.
This meant if Nichelle bought the card, a stranger's Esso account would have been loaded with her cash, while whoever received the gift would have been left with nothing. But how did the barcode to a gas card end up on the gift card? Well, It seems every season has its tricksters, and the holidays are no exception. In a Grinch-level scheme, scammers have found a way to steal a portion of the public's presents for themselves by taking gift cards from stores and adding their own barcodes over the originals.
They'll then go back to the store and place that card right back into its slot, hoping someone will purchase it.
And if you thought enclosed gift cards were a safe bet, think again.
Some of the scammers are actually, creating a slit right here, taking out the real card or the real barcode and doing the same thing and placing the fake card back inside.
But this wasn't the only time Nichelle would almost fall victim to the scam. In December, the TikToker was nearly duped by a $100 PlayStation gift card when she noticed something amiss.
So I picked up the first one and I just felt the back. And if you can see, there's a fake barcode on that.
The giveaway? A slightly raised texture on the barcode that, when peeled back, revealed the real barcode. And sure enough, the checkout confirmed the card had been tampered with. The barcode was connected to an account for a local liquor store.
Now if you see, it comes up as the LCBO, which does not match the PlayStation card here.
In an interview with CBS News, the former police officer revealed it was a scam even she hadn't heard of before her encounters with it.
Dealt with a lot of frauds and different scams, but I hadn't heard of this one before.
But it turns out, as far as crimes go, the scheme is relatively simple. See, before the cards are purchased, they're worthless, making them all the easier to steal.
There's no alarm that goes off. You can really walk out of the store with a gift card because it doesn't activate anything because there's nothing on it.
And once the cards are secured, the thieves can craft their own barcodes and precisely place them over the original to the point where the deception is undetectable to the untrained eye.
You would be giving this card to someone thinking you gave a great gift when essentially there's nothing on it. And the scammer, you just basically loaded up $100 on that card.
But surely the TikToker hadn't stumbled across the only 2 fraudulent cards that had infiltrated gift card racks across the world. Well, according to her comment section, she certainly hadn't, not by a long shot. Various viewers had either fallen victim to the same scam, been gifted an empty gift card, or witnessed the scheme at their own workplace. As one viewer wrote, "This is why I stopped buying gift cards. I just give cash now." And others couldn't help but feel disheartened. Nothing is safe anymore. The scammers think of anything for free money. They are always a step ahead. There were also similar stories to Nichelle's floating around online that showed the scam had affected shoppers from Amazon.
The retailer scanned this code. The money that should have been loaded onto the actual gift card was loaded onto the stolen card that's in a scammer's possession.
To Target, to Sephora,
And I feel so freaking bad because I never thought this would happen to anybody.
and so on. In fact, the only way the scheme seemed to discriminate was when it came to funds, as pricier cards seemed to receive the brunt of tampering.
$100. Brand new one. White out. Here's another 100. That's brand new. Literally white out.
But smaller sums appeared more likely to be left alone.
So the $25 fine, but the $100 not.
And while some employees were able to catch phony cards at the checkout before the trick stole somebody's holiday spirit,
look what she pulling out, y'all. A fake scan number. So, and the crazy thing about this gift card that she just pulled out this packet, it's a freaking Walmart card when the freaking wrapper said Visa.
those who had their money vanish within seconds found getting it back wasn't so instantaneous. See, the scam involved cash being loaded onto the thief's card, meaning for a business to refund the customer, they would have to lose their own money on the attempted purchase. And for some companies, it seemed that just wasn't an option.
As if a big corporation like Amazon cannot afford to, rectify the situation. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I just think this is a bad business practice to where you can't figure out a way to make this right.
We went back into Target telling them what's happening, and my husband opened the thing in front of them and they're not doing anything about it.
But fake barcodes are just one of the ways gift cards have scammed customers out of their money this holiday season. Take, for example, the cautionary tale of Kevin Wilson, the shopper who received 2 Walmart gift cards with a total of $700 as part of the chain's 2022 Black Friday promotion, which should have been a celebratory occasion for the British Columbia resident when he went to cash his cards in, quickly turned to dread when he discovered his $700 had been drained of all but 27 cents.
I was in shock. I mean, the cards hadn't left my, possession.
So, how had the cards been emptied? Well, while the cards might have remained in Kevin's possession physically, virtually, they were there for the taking. See, Kevin had made the mistake of uploading a photo of the cards to Facebook, a post he hadn't considered to be dangerous since the image didn't expose the security codes. But it seemed not only were security codes useless to any prospective thief, simply a photo of the barcode would suffice for any in-store purchase. And this oversight wouldn't only affect Kevin. Walmart and numerous other businesses have gift cards that are easily accessible to any customer passing by, meaning there are no protective measures to prevent fraudsters from snapping a photo of a barcode and draining a card of its resources once it's activated.
The most straightforward way that people are getting access to people's gift cards is in the stores.
But even when a security code is required, fraudsters can still make gift cards bend to their needs by scratching off the film that hides the pin and making a note of the number before covering it with a fresh sticker, easily purchasable online. And while stores could better protect customers by keeping cards behind the counter, in the digital age, hackers don't even have to go to the store. This TikTok user's son received a $100 MasterCard gift card, a present that came with one piece of advice: don't attempt to register the card online.
Guess what's the next thing he does?
As with most warnings, there was a reason behind the TikToker's words to her son. She'd heard of sites mimicking credit card companies, and it appeared that while attempting to check the remaining balance on his card, her son had fallen prey to one of these scams.
And the next day he goes and the person said, no, you only have $2. $2.51 is the balance. They took $72.
And now, shoppers don't have to fall into the trap of a suspicious site to have their gift cards drained through the internet. In fact, customers only have to spend part of their balance, and what remains can be spent and splurged by hackers, according to CBS.
A computer algorithm is scanning a certain store or certain gift cards and determining whether or not there are unused balances on gift cards.
Hundreds of millions of card numbers from a store can be scanned through these programs at once to find activated cards, meaning the longer a gift card sits in your pocket, the more likely it will be targeted. And if draining funds from already purchased cards wasn't enough, scammers have found a way to get shoppers to go out and buy gift cards for them. How exactly do they manage this? Well, scammers will contact people over the phone, through email, texts, or even in person, wearing whatever mask they believe will yield the best results. Sometimes there'll be a reputable company offering a one-time only deal to a valued customer.
And he knew my name, my address, and he knew my monthly bill. He knew everything about me.
Sometimes there'll be a mysterious stranger in search of romance.
He basically said that he had split up from his wife and she'd taken loads of money, and then he told me he loved me. If anyone starts telling you that they love you, like within 3 or 4 messages, and they are sending you pictures and they're relatively good looking, then it's a scam.
And sometimes there'll be a loved one in crisis who, in lieu of flowers, requires payment.
Family members are calling, supposedly, or texting me like, oh no, I'm getting in trouble, I need money, but I can only accept it in these gift cards. It's a scam.
Scammers use these scenarios to create a sense of urgency. They need money now. As for questions, well, they can be answered later. This means there are no limits to the emotional turmoil scammers will put the victims of their schemes through, as this Target employee witnessed in a customer firsthand. Thankfully, in this case, the TikTok user was familiar with the scam and told the customer to reach out to her son directly. While these schemes may differ in terms of the narrative they present, what remains constant is the peculiar form of payment that's requested.
The government organizations or companies or financial institutions do not accept gift cards as a form of payment.
According to the FTC, no real business or government agency will ever insist you pay them with a gift card. Anyone who demands to be paid with a gift card is a scammer. Sadly, these scams often target vulnerable populations, as this TikTok user pointed out.
If y'all work in customer service or you see any elders buying gift cards for large amounts or whatever, just take a little time just to ask them, what you buying this for? Like, we have to protect our youth and our elders.
But these scams don't only dupe the less internet-savvy demographics. Anyone can become a target, even those who believe they're immune to this sort of trickery.
I fell for it, and I never thought that I would fall for a scam.
TikTok user Brent Dog had just started a new job at an architecture firm when his new boss contacted him requesting a favor. The boss told the TikToker he wanted to surprise some employees who'd been putting in extra effort, and he was hoping Brent could help him out.
He says, I need 6 gift cards with $200 on each one. And I'm like, sheesh, that's a lot of money. But he's like, I'll reimburse you when I'm less busy. Don't worry about it. Let's get this done today if possible.
As he was told, Brent bought 6 gift cards from his local Walmart, but it was only after he made the purchase that the task started looking less like an errand and more like a trap.
The next thing he says is what set the alarms off in my head. He says, okay, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you. Will you take a picture of the front and the back of the card and text them to me? Huh? What? That is sketchy as frick, my man.
Brent asked around the office and found out the person emailing him using his boss's name wasn't his boss, and that another employee had been scammed the same way the previous year.
And now I just have these 6 gift cards with $200 of my own money on them. And now I can't get it back into my bank account. It's not like I had to pay a credit card off this month or anything.
From $700 to $10,000, it's clear gift card scams weren't after chump change, and neither were the other schemes concocted by criminals to capitalize on the giving spirit of the season. Recall the mad rush of holiday shopping, when shipping confirmations came by the dozens, purchases stacked up on front doorsteps, and receipts buried deeper and deeper into pocket linings. Now, amid this frenzied atmosphere, picture just how easy it would be for thieves to slip their fingers in and out of consumers' pockets undetected. Well, it appears they found some creative ways to do just that. Have you ever received a text that looked like this? We are unable to schedule delivery because your package street address does not match your zip code. Please update. To many, these messages that ask recipients to schedule their delivery, update their address, or anything else involving an impending parcel appear innocuous.
If you got this text, would you fall for it?
Honestly, probably, yeah, I would.
But don't be fooled. Simply clicking on the link can install malware on your device or prompt you to reveal personal information. Of course, this isn't the only way scammers strike during the holidays. From online Secret Santas designed to steal information to unfulfilled promises to pay upon delivery, it appears crime doesn't take the season off but merely adapts. One of the best examples of this are fake websites that hoodwink frantic holiday shoppers who fail to notice URLs with misspelled or added words and end up paying for counterfeit products or nothing at all. Drastically discounted merchandise is another way these sites entice buyers, but counterfeit goods aren't just of lower quality. The materials used can also be toxic.
We don't know the ingredients that are inside, and if they're being produced somewhere where the supply chain isn't as secure and the ingredients going into the product are subpar unknown, it poses a health and safety issue to the average consumer.
But this doesn't even begin to expose the depths fraudsters will stoop to for easy money. In 2021, Americans donated over $484 billion to charity, according to the Giving USA Foundation's annual report on U.S. philanthropy. But did all of that money really go to aiding others? While many may have dug a little more deeply into their pockets to give during this holiday season, it's possible their generosity wasn't reaped by the intended recipients, but by scammers impersonating charities. That's right, phone calls, emails, and even door-to-door requests for donations are some of the ways these thieves use the seasonal generosity of the public to their advantage. What's more, they often manipulate the emotions of their targets by pretending to raise money for recent tragedies or natural disasters that are fresh in the target's mind.
Scamming is so sophisticated. It can seem so real, and it can seem so heartbreaking. Do not fall for it.
So, how can shoppers protect themselves from getting scammed next holiday season? Well, first and foremost, embrace a healthy dose of skepticism. That means, if something seems too good to be true, it just might be.
90% off sunglasses. What a bargain.
Jack, we have to have your answer.
That sounds shady, Elliot.
That's right, Jack!
Even when a purchase appears to be safe, take that extra step to ensure what you're buying hasn't been tampered with.
If you do continue to buy the gift cards, just ensure you do your checks, peeling off, and of course doing that double check at the cash register.
And never succumb to unusual forms of payment.
Scam alert. When anybody demands payment by gift card, you can guarantee it will be a scam.
When in doubt, stick to trusted organizations and companies for your donations and purchases. And when it comes to gift cards, buy online when you can.
The most straightforward way that people are getting access to people's gift cards is in the stores.
Don't grab the first card you see.
A lot of these fake cards are being placed at that front center, or like that front spot. Because if you're not thinking that you're going to get scammed, you're going to literally pick up that first card.
And hold on to that receipt, just in case a business offers reimbursement.
Always keep the receipt, because thankfully they refunded the money.
But protective measures only go so far. And with the FTC estimating 1 in 4 Americans have lost their money on gift cards, perhaps the best advice for next holiday season comes down to 2 words: buyer beware. While gift cards might make great presents, this holiday season proved there's no way to ensure these accessible and unprotected payment options won't be drained by an outside source.
Scams are good these days. Y'all better watch out.
And while the timing of gift card and other scams might have made the holidays especially tough for certain families,
obviously this can happen at any time, but it's even more disheartening when it happens during the holidays.
Hopefully we can learn from these hard lessons.
I'm no longer buying gift cards ever again.
And next December, perhaps everyone can stick to cash.